Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. There is a short clip that has been going viral for the better part of this afternoon. I want us to have a look at the clip, after which I'll explain what's going on. Have a look at this. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Those are passengers in a confrontation with the police at the airport, and they allegedly overpowered the police and walked past customs scanners at JKIA. It's alleged that most of them were traveling to Nigeria, and they learned very late that that flight would delay because an aircraft from Dubai had delayed, had not arrived in time. That angered those passengers who started some forms of protest at the airport. Airport authorities then called the police, who tried but they were overpowered by the passengers. Let's have a look at the story. The Kenya Airport Authority KAA was on Wednesday forced to deploy security officers at the exit of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport's Terminal 1A in response to a protest among travelers whose tickets for a Nigeria-bound flight were abruptly cancelled. According to sources within JKIA, who spoke to Kenyans.co.ke on condition of anonymity, the KAA communicated to the affected passengers that the flight would be delayed due to the late arrival of an aircraft arriving from Dubai. The passengers, however, expressed their discontent with the timing and manner of this information, leading to a surge in frustration and protests. A prevailing sentiment among the passengers was that the authority failed to notify them promptly about the flight delay, consequently disrupting their plans. Due to the protests, the Kenya Airport Authority was forced to call in police officers attached to the Kenya Airports Police Unit KAPU, who quickly stepped in to quell the disquiet. However, despite attempts to contain the situation, the protesting passengers overpowered the police officers. The flight operator, however, issued an apology to the passengers and extended a gesture to them by booking a hotel for them to spend the night as it rescheduled the flight. That's the whole story. They were only informed very late that their flight would delay. Very late. That's what caused the commotion. It's very interesting because it's hardly 2 weeks. We saw very unfortunate incidences at the same airport. We saw leaking roofs, and we also saw total blackout at the airport. Passengers, the employees, were in total darkness. An international airport doesn't have a standby generator or generators. Very interesting. And we saw the PS concerned, or rather we saw the minister concerned, Murkomen, talking very tough on how they had put in place measures to address such issues at the airport. But it appears Kenyans are moving from one problem to another. Even before the first problem could be addressed, another problem has come up. And I'm seeing that's the way things are going to go in this Kenya Kwanza government. I want to put that incident into perspective for Kenyans to understand what it means politically. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Yes, let me start by saying this. In the recent days, most Kenyans have been talking about a revolution. That a revolution is loading. We saw Jimmy Wanjigi yesterday talking about a revolution. We have been seeing even some older elected leaders talking about revolutions. That's how a revolution starts. That incident at the airport, that's how a revolution starts. You are seeing that the police were overpowered at the airport. It's very clear that an inept government, a government that is very clueless, just a small blunder can cause a revolution. And it can just begin with a very simple incident like that. We know that Kenyans have been pushed to the wall on taxes. And we have been seeing some long queues at the airport for any luggage above 75,000 Kenya shillings. You must pay tax on it. And that has caused some commotions at the airport with long queues being experienced. And that is all because either the employees at the airport are few and maybe the equipments are also not enough, thus causing that delay at the airport. That was also an issue that caused a lot of anger some times back. And if you dig deep into this story, it might also be possible that there were some delays in processing some of these traveling passengers. There might have been some delays with the scanning machines. That's also possible. That delay, together with the delay in the aircraft, I believe contributed to all that. And that brings us to what have been said here, that this government is very clueless, and even if given time, it will just be moving from one blunder to another. And if that continues, William Ruto's government will most definitely face a revolution. Yes, it's a revolution seems to be loading because of this government's blunders, blunder after blunder. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Like for real. Guys, this is Terminal 1C. That's how it's raining. It's leaking all over. Even to the counters. Just check. How about it? This is Terminal 1C while operations are ongoing. Very, very serious. Dumbly serious. Like for real. Guys, this is Terminal 1C. That's how it's raining. It's leaking all over. Even to the counters. Just check. How about it? This is Terminal 1C while operations are ongoing. Very, very serious. Damnly serious.